Doomsday versus Broly. Two incredibly big, incredibly strong, incredibly ferocious fighters are going at it. But in a fight like this, that's gonna be this fierce? Well, really, is it even gonna be close? Well, let's get into it. Doomsday is essentially the living embodiment of death. Darkseid himself called him death personified. And with accolades like that, you gotta be impressive. And Doomsday really is. Superman said that Doomsday could rip the planet in half if he really wanted to. And man, he's sent Supergirl flying. He's knocked around Wonder Woman. He's overpowered both Orion and Martian Manhunter. John said that he'd never been hit as hard as he's been hit by Doomsday. He's even taken down the whole Justice League before. I mean, Doomsday has trounced the League all by himself. And there have been all his fights against Superman. He's punched Superman like he's never been hit before. He can hit harder than anybody else Superman has fought. And Doomsday just continues to get stronger and stronger as they fight. I mean, there was a reason why they created this guy back in the 90s in the comics. It was literally to kill Superman, to be stronger, to be more powerful than Superman. And man, has he shown that over the years. He might have even shown that he's more powerful than Superman's ultimate villain, Darkseid. He fought against Darkseid, overpowered Darkseid, beat Darkseid all up, just trashed the guy and left him for dead, like literally on the verge of death, where he could barely stand, and Superman had to step in and save the guy's life. That's how bad Doomsday beat Darkseid, the Lord of Apocalypse, the guy who's beat Superman with just 2 punches before. Yeah, Doomsday is no joke. But also, I would really take Doomsday legitimately beating Darkseid with a big hunk of salt. That doesn't seem right at all. Basically, though, Doomsday has done a lot of impressive stuff. There was even a time where he plowed through many different versions of Gog, who were able to fight against members of the Justice Society and defeat Kingdom Come Superman. And he's torn through countless different Imperix probes, where just one probe was enough to give Superman a run for his money. And Doomsday is really just as tough, too. He's taken attacks from Wonder Woman, from Martian Manhunter, from a lot of Kryptonians, from Superman himself. He's taken punches from Superman before, where Clark said he was hitting him with everything he's got. He's taken thousands of punches from Superman all in an instant. He's been sent flying around and landing all over the place by Superman on just a semi-regular basis, and Doomsday just consistently refuses to go down. He's also taken Superman's heat vision, blast from Green Lantern, Orion's energy beams, a Guardian of the Universe went full-on kamikaze on him, and it just barely put Doomsday out. He came back a little while later. Even Darkseid's Omega beams were enough to put Doomsday down for like maybe a few seconds. He was back up almost instantly. And of course, here's the real kicker. Doomsday quite literally cannot be killed. He can't be permanently put down. He's always going to keep on coming back. No matter what you throw at him, no matter what you send his way, you can even straight up kill him. Doomsday is still going to keep on coming back. Doomsday is literally evolved past death. But then there's Broly, an elite Saiyan who was born with extraordinary potential for power. Even as a baby, his power was off the charts and easily surpassed Prince Vegeta. His power shocked and scared King Vegeta. So Broly was exiled. The king feared that Broly would one day challenge his son for the throne, become a danger to the universe itself in the process. In exile, he was raised by his father, until he was finally rescued 48 years later by members of the Frieza Force. Looking for revenge, he was forced to fight against Goku and Vegeta. Broly is incredibly powerful. Frieza, Goku, Piccolo, all of them recognize his power levels and remark on just how powerful he is. Goku even said that Broly was much stronger than him. This was before Goku was able to activate Ultra Instinct. And he also said that Broly might actually be stronger than Beerus. And considering that Beerus is legit the most powerful god of destruction out there, that's a pretty hefty statement. And here's the kicker. Broly is able to grow and adapt as the fight goes on, becoming much stronger, faster, and more skilled as the fight goes on. And as Broly transforms, going from wrathful to Super Saiyan, and especially to legendary Super Saiyan, well, his power just increases astronomically. In fact, Broly should comfortably scale above Vegeta, someone who's blown up dimensions, overpowered both future Trunks and Goku Black, even managed to press Jiren for a little while. Broly is easily more powerful than Vegeta. He also scales above Frieza, although not necessarily Black Frieza, but at this point Frieza had perfected his gold form. He could destroy planets with just his finger, and Broly showed that he was well above him. And he did that by beating the ever-loving crap out of him. Heck, Broly even scales above Goku outside of Ultra Instinct. And by that point, Goku had threatened to destroy whole universes in some of his fights. Broly was still well above him. It took Goku and Vegeta becoming Super Saiyan Gogeta to even begin to catch up with Broly in power, then Super Saiyan Blue to begin to actually overpower him. So yeah, Broly is easily one of the strongest fighters in the verse. And while Broly has some absolutely amazing feats that we can draw on here, like I said, he managed to overpower and completely beat up Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza. I want to jump into when Broly fought Super Saiyan Gogeta, and when they shattered the very fabric of reality. Broly and Gogeta were so powerful that they surpassed, or basically broke, the boundaries of the universe, transporting them to an alternate dimension. In that dimension, where they were both throwing out reality-shattering attacks and smashing the walls of space. Then they crumble this alternate dimension and end up back on Earth. Basically, Broly's power was too intense and too much for the universe itself to handle, which is how he was able to shatter reality. With feats like that, it means that Broly is a low multiversal level being with speed 148 nonillion times faster than light, and striking power great enough to shatter reality itself. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now it's clear and obvious that Broly is incredibly powerful. He's one of the ultimate mightiest fighters in Dragon Ball, and is a threat to pretty much anyone that he faces off against. But really, for all that you can say about Broly, you can say basically the same with Doomsday too. In fact, you could argue that Doomsday could scale up to stellar levels and beyond when it comes to strength, just because of how he's able to fight against Superman. Yeah, everything that we just said about Goku and Vegeta, you can say about the likes of Superman, Supergirl, or Martian Manhunter, all of whom Doomsday has beaten in the past. Martian Manhunter has helped to pull the Earth before and took on the whole Justice League. Supergirl has contended with Superman straight up, and as for Superman himself, well, we're talking about lifting an infinite book with infinite pages. He's helped to pick up the Spectre, who is as heavy as all eternity. He's held black holes in the palm of his hands. He's even pushed around a compressed solar system before. He's shattered timelines and broken the boundaries of space-time during some of his fights. He's actually even said that concepts like weight or even space-time itself have lost all their meaning to him. He's pushed apart whole realities before. He shook the whole Phantom Zone, an infinite, limitless and endless universe, and even said that he could destroy it altogether. This is the guy that Doomsday is able to fight against and beat. But here's the thing, and I'll also say this, when you actually look at it, Doomsday is pretty consistently a sub-Superman character. Because while Doomsday's claim to fame is having killed Superman before, that was later retconned to have Superman underestimating Doomsday when they first fought, leading him to wasting time by pulling his punches. We also saw a different version of Kal who relived the event, and he didn't die from Doomsday because he didn't hesitate to kill Doomsday. And of course, that was also a substantially weaker version of Superman than the one that can threaten to destroy universes. And from that moment on, while Doomsday has had some very impressive showings, like in Hunter Prey, or God Wars, or fighting against Impurex drones, he's never quite reached the levels of Superman ever again. In fact, from then on, well, Superman has been able to pretty consistently defeat Doomsday in most all of their fights. He's been able to actually legit rip Doomsday in half. He's just stood there while Doomsday wailed on him. Even other villains like Bizarro or Cyborg Superman have beaten Doomsday in fights, and Clark has compared some villains who you would think are weaker than Doomsday, like Damage or Massacre, and yet Superman has said they can throw stronger punches than the monster. Now, in no way am I trying to make an argument here that Doomsday is weak. I mean, it's Doomsday. This monster is still the one who killed Superman. He's still a Justice League buster. I don't think many heroes are going to be able to survive an encounter one-on-one with him. He's still one of the best, one of the strongest, one of the most powerful villains out there. I just don't think that Doomsday is actually consistently on Superman's level. I think Superman is more powerful and would win in most one-on-one fights. And in order to defeat someone like Broly, well, you gotta be on at least Superman's level. Broly is a threat so powerful that you can directly compare him to someone like Beerus, who still to this day is considered to be seriously more powerful than both Goku and Vegeta. Just in his base form, he was able to beat Golden Frieza, and Broly gets more powerful and evolves faster than almost Doomsday does. And as he got more and more powerful, well, he found himself fighting against Super Saiyan Gogeta, and Broly and Gogeta were so powerful that they surpassed or basically broke the boundaries of the universe, transporting them to an alternate dimension. In that dimension, well, they were both throwing out reality-shattering attacks and smashing the walls of space. Then they crumble this alternate dimension and end up back on Earth. Basically, Broly's power was too intense and too much for the universe itself to handle, which is how he was able to shatter reality. It would be a great fight. Doomsday could really press Broly in a way that not many characters can, but I think Broly still ultimately wins here. Broly is coming out victorious. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.